19.4, everybody. That was gonna hit you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit you.
Not now.
Anyway, so Adri,
Hi.
Megan,
Great.
and Todd just did the workout. How'd it go?
It was tough.
It was harder. You guys downplayed it a lot, and we're like,
Yeah.
that's just a training workout.
I didn't say that.
So,
Okay.
wait,
That's why
hang
you're in
on.
the middle, dude.
What I said was, that feels like something we'd write as a training workout.
Yeah.
I agree. That looks like something you guys are doing.
It looks
On
like a
paper.
training workout.
It does. It looks like something that we for sure would have done. So to that point, I think if you've been following our training blog, you're definitely prepared to do something like this. Right when Todd walked in here, you said that you feel like you have that Fran cough, and that's what I thought when I saw
the
the
headache's
workout.
going.
Yeah.
Feeling a little nauseous.
Yeah, my stomach is hurting.
Not so much the
Like,
first part. I
yeah.
think like if you have a pretty dominant level of fitness, you'll survive the first part even if you push really hard.
Yeah.
But at the end, all of you guys looked very Franish. And it's funny because the three of you guys have very different skill levels that you can expose different parts of this workout.
Right.
Each of you will excel at something totally differently in this workout.
Yeah.
Todd, you went out really fast. You
Maybe too
finished
fast.
in 2:35.
35.
2:35. That was faster than I thought.
It's faster than I thought. I didn't look at the clock once. I just kept going. And I was like, all right, well, if I look up and it's at 3, I'm good. But I looked up and it was at 2:35, and I was like, that was way too fast.
Do you think you went too fast?
I think I went too fast because I think this workout, I feel like the first 3 rounds is pretty much just to kind of tax you for the bar muscle ups, and because the second part is the main event pretty much.
Would you say that because you said you started feeling your grip on the 8th rep?
Yeah, the first set of bar muscle ups on like the 8th rep, I already started feeling my tricep going, just because I had 2 more. And
no, I'm just wondering, like.
I was like, I'm already up here.
Because when you do 8, why not do 10?
Yeah, that's.
Because maybe that could have saved him for the end.
Could have.
Yeah, I mean, he broke his second setup.
5 and 5.
Yeah, 5 and 5, which probably would have happened anyways.
Yeah.
But the third set you broke up.
4-3-3.
Yeah. That's probably where you would have been saved if you
Yeah.
would have broken up the first one.
Yep.
Do you think that your grip was blown up? Did you do anything wrong in the snatches? Did you like?
No, I was like, I had my hook grip at the top. I would let it go and then re-grip it at the top to try to relax. Even on the bar muscle ups, I did that. At the top, like when I was pretty much mostly up, I would just kind of like let my grip go and just kind of rotate around and then grab and go back again.
Okay.
But honestly, grip wasn't the issue. It was the pressing of the dip. Like my chest was blowing up.
Burpees.
The burpees, like my triceps, just like doing this and
We
then coming
just did
up was just like
ton of pressing.
awful. Yeah.
Well, Todd didn't watch the whole announcement, and Patrick Valens did the same exact thing. That his triceps were blown up. The combination of
That's what it was.
well, handstand push-ups from last week.
Called it a press fest.
Yeah, and then all of the pressing and the burpee and the pressing of the bar muscle.
Yeah, I never felt like I was gonna fall off the bar because of my grip.
Did you guys feel your grip at all? Not so
I
much?
didn't. I felt like my triceps, same thing.
Same thing.
And I
Same. Like I was having a hard time getting up from the burpees at the end.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to push.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like you were having trouble getting up from the burpees as well. I noticed.
That was like the limiting factor of like going fast at the end, was just the press to get your chest off the ground.
And even my bar muscle ups, like I'd be at the top and I'd have to like struggle with the press out. Like I was falling off the bar.
So I would try to figure out how to kip on the bar muscle up or get comfortable with trying to like do that little kip like
Like a very high
in a ring
position
muscle.
Yeah.
To
You
get
get
away from
up,
the press.
let the feet swing
Get
around
your
and like
feet
kip
back.
up and
Yeah.
use that as much as possible. Because if you try to strict, triceps are gonna go.
Yeah, so avoid as much pressing on the bar muscle up as possible. Okay. So a few notes before we keep moving on, talking about pacing and stuff.
Start with warm-up.
Yeah, in regards to warm-up, I think a good, lengthy lat active warm-up is going to be important. I do think some people may suffer from grip fatigue in this workout, even though you guys didn't. So I think that's something to speak to as well. Carrying your wrist through like full ranges of motion. You don't want if by the time you're starting your first set of bar muscle ups, if your grip's already fatigued, that's probably something you could have addressed a bit better in your warm up. And I think Lou made a very good point. Hand care is something that's
if your hands are sore at this point, don't do it.
Yeah,
Just
don't
wait.
take
Take a day.
Yeah, wait till Saturday, wait till Sunday. And then the last thing is and I don't think any of you guys really did this. You guys were rushed.
What?
But you want to get your heart rate high and drop it
Very
considerably before you start this workout.
Yeah.
Especially the first piece. The first piece in this workout, many people are going to push really hard.
Yeah.
And you don't want your first exposure to a high heart rate to be on the
Right.
floor when you start the
You need
workout.
it to spike before you start the workout.
Yeah, we all did a lot of shoulder openers and lat stuff, and I did
the whole crossover symmetry protocol, pretty much.
yeah. And then I did a bunch. I don't know if you guys did. I did a lot of wrist stuff,
I didn't do any wrist stuff.
and I think what we used to get our heart rates up were the movements for the workout.
Yeah.
But I would, if we had a little more time, I would have jumped on the bike and done like some bike sprints.
I would suggest doing some
Top
bike sprints.
four, tops like 4, like all out 10 to 15 seconds, and then do the movements for the workout. But I think we all did the same thing. We did glute stuff, hollow and arches.
That's it, core activate. And then I thought about the heart rate thing.
Yeah,
so I
same.
started doing, I would warm up like 3 snatches, 3 burpees over the bar.
Yeah,
3
same.
snatches, 3
Yeah.
burpees over the bar.
But, like,
and then the same
fast.
thing for more muscle ups.
The only thing that I would change there is I would have done it on the bike first.
Yeah.
And then I would have gone into like the sports specific or
Right.
movement specific
Yeah.
under a little bit of fatigue. I would have cooled down on the bike and then started.
Right.
So yeah, I guess that's it as
Agreed,
far as
yeah.
warm up goes. For pacing, a few things that we talked about. I think it's going to depend on people's goal in large part. So like I'll use Todd as an example. My head keeps wanting to say regional potential athlete or whatever, but if you have potential to finish and get a good score in this workout, your relationship with it changes because you're racing the clock.
Right.
If you are someone who struggles with bar muscle ups, I think your relationship with it changes as well because what you're looking at is you want to buy yourself as much time to do bar muscle ups. Now, if you're very fit like you guys, you might get a very similar time, but your approach to the first piece may be a little different, right?
I think we all were like, let's pace a little bit, and then that went out the window.
That went out the
I'm
window.
pretty sure it went out the window. We all heard each other's rep counts, and we're like, okay, we're close enough. Just keep, hold on. There was no room to like stop, breathe, and then pick up the bar after the first set of bar facing burpees. It was kind of like, okay, you're a little dizzy, but you have to know where the bar is to start right away because
Yeah.
if not,
I don't know that I would have told either of you two guys to slow down because
No,
you guys
we
both
couldn't.
need time on
Yeah,
the
The
bar
bar
muscle up.
muscle ups, yeah.
Not that Todd's going to repeat it. I think like this year of the games and the Open is a weird year, and there's no
there's not really
for you
a
to
point.
repeat anything at this
Right.
point.
But if
you
you did-
were, I would be interested to see if you would have slowed down a little bit and broken in the first set of bar muscle ups. If that would have
5'5" or
been,
6'4".
if you would have finished with a better time.
The first thing I would have definitely changed was actually taking that breath after the bar facing burpees, kind of gaining my composure, and then going to the snatch. Just kind of slowed that transition down a little bit. Because I would get up from the bar facing burpees, be a little dizzy, and just grab the bar and start going.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was the same thing for all 3 rounds. But I wish I would have taken that breath, slowed my pace down a little bit, been more like around the 3-minute range. And then on the rest, 3 minutes is enough time to get the heart rate back down.
For sure.
I felt recovered, like for the most part, to start those bar muscle-ups again. But then, like I said, that first set, it just hit me. Like, it's like I hit a wall on those bar muscle-ups, and I was like, oh crap, this is going to be a long 5 minutes.
I'll say as well that if you are planning breaks wherever they are, this workout is similar to the last one where if you're spending too much time on your feet, pacing around in between bar muscle up repetitions, the clock can definitely eat you up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you, like we always say, like you want to give up your breaks before the workout forces you to take them. I think is
Well,
important.
it's a very short. I mean, it's 12 minutes, but it's not. It's
No,
just
it's not.
3-minute rest.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that long on the bar muscle ups. So.
Do you think this workout hurt the most so far?
Breathing wise, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still like I just took a deep breath like
Yeah.
a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That felt
The last
like
one didn't
Fran a
really
little
hurt.
bit.
no,
No, last one, no, like breathing wasn't a factor. It was just
Muscle-
shoulder fatigue.
yeah.
The
Muscle
second
fatigue.
one hurt.
Second one,
Second
yeah, that
one
was
a
a
lot.
tough one. The first one, same. It wasn't like like, oh, my lungs
It was
are
like
on
the last
fire.
15 seconds hurt.
Right.
In the last
Right. 'Cause you're
This
killing
one looked
the
like it, the whole thing.
It was a
Yeah.
sprint. It felt like Fran.
Yeah.
It really
It
did.
did.
Okay. The last thing that stood out, which was very different, is the old burpee standard is
Old
back.
burpees
Oh,
are
yeah.
back.
So you can step up in your burpee if that's your preferred method. I was talking to Adri, and I think,
I did like a hybrid.
yeah, you did. And I think so many people have been conditioned to this new burpee standard that if that is more efficient for you at this point, you should probably just go with it. What did you do?
I did the
You did
kind of
the-
like
Like the
side
surfboard
shuffle
thing.
kind of thing.
That's
Yeah,
kind of what I did.
yeah,
That's
you
why
know.
I said a
You
hybrid.
Like I would like
It's
burpee
really
shuffle
helpful.
and jump over. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Me too.
But I changed it. My second round on the of the bar muscle up one, I did the jump up, step to the bar, and to slow down my breathing a little bit and just
that's-
give myself a little bit more rest.
That's a good point. If you have a hard time pacing the burpee, that is one way of doing it.
Yeah.
You take that
Yeah.
extra step,
Yeah.
gather your feet, jump over.
We don't say this often, but I think that the burpee, especially in the second piece, is your recovery period.
It really
Little
was.
bit.
You know?
Or you can look at it as if you struggle with bar muscle ups and you want to get back to them,
Correct.
do them quickly.
Yeah.
And try
Yeah.
to give yourself enough time to have time to do more
Yeah.
bar
It,
muscle ups.
it sucks for me because I was like, man, I wish I could go right away, but I needed at least like 8 seconds was like
Yeah.
what he ended up counting for me. Would be like, do a set 8 seconds, do a set 8 seconds, and it was like, shit, like those 8 seconds I was like, I want to go, but I know if I go I would be fatigued.
Yeah.
So I had to end up pushing on the burpees because I knew that in between bar muscle up sets I'd be getting rest.
Yeah.
And
Again,
that's where I would recover.
It all depends on your relationship with the bar muscle ups
Yeah.
and how
Right.
you approach it.
Yeah.
There's going to be people that don't have bar muscle ups that need to sprint the first part, or if you're just not that good at them and you need more time. And then there's going to be people that know they can do bar muscle ups and need to pace a little bit.
Right. You guys think this is repeatable?
Yes, but in a few
Yeah, but in a
days.
few days.
Yeah.
Like Monday.
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. Any predictions for the last workout?
Chipper? We haven't seen that yet.
Chipper.
I always
Thrusters.
No
want them.
chippers,
I can't
no
remember
thrusters, no ring muscle ups.
Hey, they
Yeah.
didn't do
Oh.
burpees one year.
Would they repeat a muscle up though?
Nah, not back to back weeks.
No, I don't think they would.
Yeah, and I think
No
that
deadlifts.
No
this is now
deadlifts yet?
Ugh.
this is now 2 weeks
Once a
of
week.
high skill stuff. So I think you'd probably see something like pretty
Simple.
stripped down
Box
and
jump.
simple.
Kind of
Deadlift.
similar to the first one.
Deadlift.
Box jump deadlift.
How about shuttle runs?
You should have
You know,
ended with
I
that.
hope we see shuttle runs.
It should have been shuttle runs and then everything just.
For more information on our training programs, you can check out www.teamsoultraining.com. Leave whatever questions you have in the comments, and you can check out our warm-up that will be posted on the link as well. Peace.